Okay, so before I start, I just want to apologise for any background noises. I've left the window open because it's boiling and it's finally raining, and we've just had some rain, and I love the sound of rain. Like, I love the sound of rain when it hits hard, and I love the smell of rain when it hits like hot pavement. That tarmacy smell, I love it. Yeah, so to start, I'm going to try and open this Vaseline. Oh. I was scared to use my tooth because I had a nightmare this morning that my teeth fell out. Not my teeth fell out, but this tooth and that tooth chipped. And I go to a private dentist, and it wouldn't have cost, like, I don't think it would cost any more than £100 like to get a fill-in or whatever, but no one wanted to come with me, and then it was just a really scary dream. I actually thought my teeth were chipped, so I had to wake up and check my teeth. It was just really scary. So now I'm scared to like use my teeth to bite anything too hard. Okay, anyway, let's start. So to start, I'm going to use my toning mist. It's the Neutrogena Clear and Soothe Toning Mist. Comes in this bottle. I also use the Neutrogena Clear and Soothe Micellar Jelly Makeup Remover with turmeric. I got this by accident. I was supposed to get a different one. I was actually supposed to get this Neutrogena Clear and Defend facial wash, but I picked up the wrong one. But I was in Superdrug and I was just in a rush, and I ended up picking up this one, which is a good makeup remover. But I usually just go straight in with like an exfoliating face wash to like get all the stuff out. I don't really like micellar jelly or micellar water or anything like that. But yeah, that's what I use. So I'm just gonna, by the way, I got my hair cut. Yeah, I got my hair cut. It doesn't look how it looks, how I got it done in the shop, but it's been really humid. So it's just like, my roots have just puffed up, does that make sense? So this is my hair. Can we just see some shine? Can we get a close-up, please, of the shine? Thanks. I've always wanted short hair, like I've always wanted to do it, but I just haven't had like the courage. And then the other day I was just like, you know what, like I need to cut it off. I just need to cut it off, so I did. Also, I have Tipsy on the nails. My mate Tiff, she does my nails, Tipsy Nails London. I will link it down below. This is just a shellac black set with matte on the tips. I don't know if you can see it, but they're growing out, so I won't bring it too close. Okay, so I'm going to start by using the toning mist, and I literally do like 4 or 5 squirts. I know that was a lot, but I just let that sit and sink in. I also just want to point out that I'm not an MUA. Like, how I do my makeup is what works for me. So I don't have these fancy brushes. I do have a few nice ones, but this is just how, like, this is how I do my makeup. And I remember someone sent me a meme, like, every girl's got that one step of their makeup that's just a bit ghetto, and I think mine's all just a little bit ghetto, but my makeup's quite high end. So to start, I'm going to use it's a clean mascara brush basically, and just brush up my eyebrows. Also, to let you guys know, I have a mirror right behind this, which is why I'm going to be looking in that mirror a lot. I can't do my makeup on the camera. I never do my makeup in this room. I always do it in my bedroom, but I just needed better lighting. I'm going to start by using my NYX TAME Frame in the shade Espresso, I think. Yeah, this is the shade Espresso. It looks like this. And I'm going to be using my angled brush. I think I got this from like one of those like eyeshadow palettes, and like the ones that come with a brush. So I'm just going to go in. I kind of stretch my eyebrow a little bit. I really want to get the fox lip. It's like, I think they do it on Harley Street. I think it's like £600 or £700, but I've always wanted the fox. I think it's called like fox eye or thread lift, and they literally just thread here, and it just pulls up a bit. I don't need it, but I'd want it. So I just outline the shape at the bottom, and I pull it. Recently, I've wanted to do my eyebrows like a bit more natural looking. I haven't got the hang of it, but I want to actually learn like how to do like more natural looking eyebrows. It's not that my eyebrows are bad, but they look quite, like I feel like I couldn't just walk out doing my eyebrows and a little bit of foundation. Like that's not, like my eyebrows are kind of, the way that I do them is for a dramatic look, or it's for a full face, if that makes sense. Everyone's got a favourite eyebrow. This is my favourite. It just does as it's told. It literally just does as it's told. Like I'd never have to struggle with this eyebrow. It just makes complete sense, and then it makes the other eyebrow look bad, just so annoying. And everyone's like, oh, but your eyebrows aren't meant to be the same, they're meant to be sisters. No, I want my eyebrows to look exactly the same. I want them to look as similar as possible. Identical twins, not sisters. What is that about? No thanks, I want them to look the same. Clearly they are sisters. This one's a bit thick. Don't worry, we're gonna sort it out. We are gonna sort it out. Next, I'm going to use this angled brush. I have cut this, I've washed it, I've blow dried it, I've burnt it, but it just, I don't even know what, I think this was like, I can't remember, I think I got it from like Amazon like ages ago. But I use this to just blend everything out so it's not all so harsh, or try to get it less harsh, if that makes sense. And I just brush the front eyebrow hairs forward to make it look a bit more natural, so you can actually see my eyebrow hairs. I do that. Also, my skin is not great at the moment. I've gone back to work and I have to travel to get into work, and the pollution, I'm blaming it on pollution, I don't care, because I eat quite healthily. I eat quite healthy, so yeah, I just I know it's the pollution. I know that's what's making my skin bad, because I've got quite good skin. I take quite good care of my skin, but since being in this heat and going back to work, it just hasn't been it. So yeah, I do that, and then I'm gonna go in with my Infallible More Than Concealer by L'Oréal Paris. This is in the shade 331, but I actually had another one. I don't know where it is, but I had another one, and I got this during the lockdown. I got this one during the lockdown, and I was so annoyed because I picked up the wrong one. This has like a pink undertone, whereas my skin is like a yellow undertone, which is really annoying. So yeah, I'm just gonna, oh, I'm using this flat concealer brush, by the way. I'm just gonna conceal, it's starting to get really hot. I'm just gonna conceal my eyebrows. But I don't like to use too much concealer. Like, I'm not gonna go back in and take more of the concealer brush. I'm just gonna use what's on the bottom and spread it to the top. So as much as COVID has destroyed my year, it's also brought, like, I know we're going through tough times and everything, but like my lockdown hasn't been that bad. It actually really hasn't been that bad. Like, I got a lot of stuff done during that lockdown that I was supposed to do next year. So I just feel like I've put myself like in a better position for next year, because then I won't have so much to do. Not that I won't have anything to do, but I'll have less work to do because I've put in the work now. And I just feel like a lot of people were complaining about they're bored and they have nothing to do, but like, we're never going to get this time again, like, or God forbid anyway, I'm never going to get 4 months of work straight. So I feel like everyone should just really take advantage. I started a cooking page. I started working on, oh sorry, I know I said I'm not going to take more, but I don't know what I just did. Started a cooking page. I started working on my business, which should be coming next year, and I was supposed to start working on the business next year. So like I said, I feel like I've just put myself one step ahead, and it's exciting. It's exciting to feel like you're actually doing something that you have a passion for. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my job, like I love where I work, but it's not, I'm not going to be there forever. Like, I'm 19 years old, it's just to pay for the stuff that I need now and to support me financially now. But yeah, nobody asks for it, but my advice would be to anyone that like finds that they're bored or they've got nothing to do, like, find a hobby. Find a hobby or find a passion and build on it. Build some skills, learn a language. There's so much to do, like there's so much to do. Even if you don't have the best home situation, there's always a way to make the most of it. Always. Lock yourself away. If you can't lock yourself away, go outside. If you can't go outside, go to the common. Obviously not when it's raining, but there's always somewhere. Like I hate excuses. I hate excuses, and I'm not being a hypocrite, but I always make excuses up, like to not do stuff, like, oh, I don't want to do that. No, trust me, just get it done. My thing this year is just getting stuff done. Like literally just getting stuff done. I'm not going to be alive forever, and I really want to be successful in everything that I do. So you just have to put the work in. I always thought, oh my God, like I'm so lazy. Like I can't be bothered. I literally can't be bothered I can't be bothered to work. I can't be bothered to work. Why am I here? I literally cannot be bothered. But no, you're here for a reason, and you have to put the work in. Okay, now that my eyebrows are basically concealed, everyone does their makeup so it's different. I always do my eyebrows, like fill them in and conceal them after, and then do my foundation after that, I don't know. So now that I've concealed my eyebrows, I'm gonna go in and use my Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. So I know I've done my eyebrows first, but this is just how I do it. I do a little bit on my forehead because I don't really get anything going on around here, and around my eyebrows usually stay quite matte. But I'm just gonna rub that in. And you know what, sorry, I didn't even, the bottle's broken. I've had this since like college, yeah, like first year of college. So I was like, what, 17? I've had this for ages, and there was a time where it finished really quickly. Like it finished really quick, and I was thinking, nah, like I can't have finished this quickly. And I've always kept it, but I've never really gone back to it. Like I've used other stuff. But then the other day I was thinking, no, like there's definitely more stuff in here. There's definitely more stuff in here. So I broke the bottle open, and there was like half the bottle left. I don't know if it has an expiry date, but it hasn't like hasn't done anything crazy to my skin. Then I'm gonna go in with my Dior Forever foundation in the shade 4N. I think that's 4 Neutral. This is probably one of my favorite foundations that I've used. I used what else have I used? I hate MAC. I'm sorry, I hate them. It's just so cloggy, it's so thick, it clogs my pores, it's so heavy like on my skin, so I just don't use that. But this is probably like one of the best foundations. Also, this is a really cheap one, ELF, in the shade Cashew. This was my go-to when, I don't know what happened, but I couldn't get a hold of this. Like I just couldn't get a hold of it, so I got this instead. This is this is more affordable. This is like 30, 40 something pounds, and I think this is under £10. So you can get this in like high street shops and everything. It's really good, and it's full coverage as well. So I'm just gonna do 3 or 4 squirts on each side and 2 on my forehead. And I'm gonna take my Real Techniques foundation brush. This brush, I've had this brush for ages. Like I've literally had it for so long, but it works. This is my face brush, I guess. I don't actually know. I'm sure it's a foundation brush. It's the number 200. Oh my God. Okay, so I literally just had to tie my dressing gown belt on my head because my hair's too short to go into a hairband. Forgot about that. So yeah, I'm gonna use this brush, and I use it in like a stippling motion, and I just use it to not blend everything in, but just get it on. And I pat it down. On the camera, it looks like I have really dark circles on my eyes, but I don't. I don't know why the light's picking up like that. It's weird. So yeah, I do this. And then I'm gonna go and use the Infallible Fix and Mist by L'Oréal. It looks really dirty, so it's really busted. And I just use this to keep my foundation wet so that it's easier to blend. And I'm gonna go and use this brush. Funny story about this brush. I was friends with this girl, and we were getting ready for carnival, and we have really similar brushes. Like we have really similar brushes, and yeah, we were like getting ready to go, and we were meeting people. So I was packing up all my makeup, and I accidentally put this brush in my bag, and I didn't realize until I got home like the next day, or like later on that day. I was like, oh, I've got your brush. I did tell her, but it works really well for what I do. So I'm keeping it, and we're not cool anymore, so it's definitely staying with me. I know on the camera it looks mad light for my skin. It's not that, trust me, I'll bring it back. It's only because I've got a bit of a tan going on. But trust me, I'm not walking around like, it's not crazy. It's not crazy, you know what I mean? I feel like also during this quarantine, like this lockdown, I've learned that I am very, very good at tolerating people. Yeah, I feel like I've just found myself a lot more. Like, I'm so much more calm. I remember before when I was like 50, oh my god, when I was like 14, 15, a little bit of 16, I was, 16 as well, I was wild. I was so wild, and there was just a lot going on at the time, but I was bad. I was really badly behaved. But now I'm 19, I'm gonna be 20 in 2 months, and I just feel like I'm really at the prime of my life right now, so far. Like, I feel like I'm doing so much for myself, and I feel like I've really come a long way. So after that's all blended and looking real pale and ghosty, I'm gonna pick up my LA Girl Pro Concealer. If you didn't have one of these, then I don't know, you ain't been through the struggle of makeup, because this bad boy, I used to probably use LA Girl like in school and stuff when I shouldn't have been wearing makeup, but I did anyway. And I just use it on, it's 2 steps. So I use it on the like the insides of my cheeks, not the insides of my cheeks. I conceal my T-zone area, if that makes sense, and I also do a little bit under my chin and just a little bit there. And the reason why I do a tiny bit is because I use the Infallible More Than Concealer, and I just put it on top, but I use a bit more to make triangles, literally. Maybe that's a square, and I do it on my chin a bit more. And then after that, I pick up, oh sorry, what was that? Yeah, so after that I use this is my contouring brush. This is what I use. It's quite a soft bristle brush, but it's very firm. So once I put my concealer on, I use my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. This is in the shade Chocolate Gold, and this is a powdered contour, and it literally smells and tastes like chocolate. But I don't blend in my concealer just yet. I just pat this on where I would normally contour. So my cheekbones, just underneath. For some reason, this side of my face is more prominent, like my cheekbones. I don't know why. I just love this. No, I love my face, but this side is just a bit more photogenic. And I didn't used to do my jawline before. I've only really started doing it recently because I'd seen, like, you know, if the shadow just catches, and I do get a bit of jawline. And especially because my neck is so short as well, there's just, not that I don't have a reason to, but it just doesn't make sense to just overdo my jawline. I'm gonna do a little bit more. Okay, so after that's done, I'm gonna go back and use my stippling brush, and I'm just gonna pat this in underneath my eyes. And you just have to keep patting. You literally just have to keep patting. And sometimes I go a bit on my eyelids. Well, I do that all the time. So after that, I go back in with my face brush, foundation brush, whatever, my stippling brush, and I just blend everything out. But I do it very, very light-handedly. Just the areas that I contour, but like I said before, I've got a tan, so it's gonna look mad light. But I'm telling you, when I change the lighting, it will make more sense. And I'm gonna take this angled powder brush. I think this was like from Primark a few years ago or something. And I use this to set my face. So I'm just going to do underneath my eyes. Do you know what? I also want to be more consistent on my chin as well. Sorry, on my chin. I want to be more on my nose. I want to be more, I don't know why I keep cutting myself off. I want to be more consistent with YouTube, but I've just got so much going on and I'm trying to work. But I know I said this last time, but I will have more content for you guys. Like, I'm going to start recording like on my days off work. So I'm about to do 6 days in a row. Like literally, this is like one of my only days off. Also on like just underneath my cheekbones here, just above my jawline. Put some there. Yeah, as I was saying, I might start doing like 2 videos in a day just so that I've got content for you, because I love the responses that I get when I do videos. Like, I mean, I'm not famous, but it's fun and it's nice to have people that I don't know like message me and stuff and tell me that they appreciate what I do and how they found my video and, oh, thanks for this and thanks for it. It's so nice, such a nice feeling. Okay, so while that's setting, I'm going to do my mascara. I use like 2 or 3 different mascaras. So first I'm going to use this Rimmel London Lash Accelerator Endless. It's this one and the brush looks like this. And, oh, hold on. Also, I hate using my fingers like during makeup, but I just need to pat anything that shouldn't be there into my eyelid. Yep. So I use the, I'm gonna let it dry. Okay, right, so my mascara is not going well, that's fine. But my eyelashes are so long, it just doesn't show up how it does in real life on the camera. It's so annoying, so my eyelashes are banging. So I just put a layer, coat that. And then I do the eyebrow eyelash. I have something to tell you guys, but I really can't remember what it is. And I don't think it was about social media. No, actually, no, I've got nothing to say. I know how I want my feed to look on Instagram, and I know how I want it, like I know how I want it so bad, but I just cannot come to take pictures of myself. Like I just don't have the energy for it. I don't have the time for it. I don't know how girls do it, but good for them. It's so long for me. After that, I use my Maybelline, the Colossal Big Shot Volume Mascara. I've had this for ages. I don't think I should be using it. It might be out of date, but it really, really works. So we're still going to keep it. I'm not too fussy about getting like mascara on my eyelids and stuff, because when it dries, you can literally just wipe it off. So yeah. Also, this is a big brush. Like, it's actually a big brush. So it just, I don't know, it coats the fibers thicker, I guess. I'm not sure. Fully loaded volume in one coat. There we go. Genius. So I don't like to do my bottom lashes until the end, because I just don't like doing my bottom lashes anyway. But I'm going to go ahead and use mine. This is definitely a number 7 brush. I got it in a Christmas set. It's a really soft brush, it's really soft. So I'm just going to take off all the excess. Then I'm going to use this is old, this is I don't even remember what brand this is. I've had this since college. This is my bronzer. It's in the shade One Sunkissed. I don't know, but this is such a good, I don't know how it's lasted me so long. It's literally lasted me since like college. I'm gonna use this So Eco powder brush. This is a powder brush, but I use it for my bronzer just under my cheekbones, because it's a bigger brush and it's just easier and it's really soft. So I do that. These are my 2 powder brushes, but obviously this one's softer. This one's only harsher because it's eco, and I guess it's healthier for the environment, so they don't use as much materials in it. But yeah, I just bronze that. A little bit on my jaw. And a little bit on my forehead. My forehead's so sweaty right now. So yeah, after that I take my powder brush and I just gently dust off any excess powder. Obviously I'm still looking a bit grey, but don't worry, I look real matte right now. After that, so much to do. After that I use this, this is also a Real Techniques. I think this is a contour brush as well, like a cream contour brush. It's stained, I don't know how I stained it, but I'm gonna go back in and use my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I feel like this video has just made my makeup look so long. I did on my 18th birthday, I did my makeup in 12 minutes and I looked good. I'm back. As I was saying, I forgot what I was talking about, but yeah, I use this to, like, look at the difference that makes. And I don't really have a nose bridge. So I love my nose. I love my nose so much, but I've got a button nose, so you can't really see like the definition as much. So after that, I'm gonna do my lips. So for lips, I use this NYX. This is actually a eyeliner, but I use it for my lips. It's really dark, so I just try to, I'll show you. I literally just outline my lips, but I don't do it too much. This is a lot. And I really define my cupid's bow as well, because I've got a really nice lip shape. I just blend it in by rubbing my lips together, and then I'll use my finger and I'll just blend it out like so. And after that looks fairly blended, I'm gonna use my Pat McGrath, I think I pronounced it right, lip gloss, and this is in the shade, what shade is this? I think this is it, Last Gold Faux Real. You probably won't be able to see that. Okay, it won't focus, but it's called Faux Real. And I literally, this is one of my favorite lip gloss. This is like, oh god, it's not cheap. Oh, but look at that. Look at that. This is actually why I put my money into my makeup, because you literally pay for what you get. Of course there's going to be like a few hidden gems, which you can find, like, I don't know, a really nice eyeshadow palette for like £7 or something. But this, yeah. That's my lips done. I'm not going to touch them. I don't think I should put eyelashes on. No, but I'm going to put on another mascara. So the last mascara that I use is the Volume Reveal Mascara in Radiant Black. It also has a little mirror on there, which is cool. It's just so much easier to do. Also, I use this mirror to like go around my face just to see if there's any like creases that I don't see in the mirror that need sorting out. I really want to get my eyelashes done, because I feel like when I put on fake eyelashes, they never suit me. Like, they never suit me. But when I get my eyelashes actually done, like individuals, oh, they look so good. They look so good. But I just need to find a new lash tech, really. Drop down in the comments if you know any good lash techs in, I don't know, Southwest London. I'm okay with travelling as long as it's not outside London. There's no way. Okay, after that I use this double-sided flat brush and I just, ooh, okay, cool. So after I put all three of my mascaras on, I literally just use the smaller side and I just go over my eyelid and take off any like excess mascara that's just made it onto my eyelid somehow. Okay. Now all that's done, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna highlight. But before I highlight, I'm going to put my setting spray on. And for setting spray, I use the Urban Decay setting spray all nighter. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about this, but I like it. I have really oily skin, but this, like, it literally keeps my makeup in place, so I'm okay with it, and it lasts a long time. It says up to 16-hour wear, lightweight, temperature control technology, and it's been hot, and it's probably already humid. So I'm just gonna put a bit more. And the last step I do after this is dry, the last thing to do is highlight. So I use my Fenty Beauty. This is in the shade Fairy Bomb. I've also had this since college, and it's so full. It's still got so much in there. This is the best highlighter I have ever had. I've ever seen. I've been in shops and seen highlighters. Nothing will ever compare to this. This is what highlighter is. This is highlighter. Okay, so I'm gonna take my, I'm sure this is an eyeshadow brush, just dust, literally Fairy Bomb. It is what it is. So I'm gonna use that on just above my cheekbones. It just does, it's the highlight for me. So I just do that on both my cheekbones, and I pat it in very, very lightly because I don't like using my fingers. I also do the bridge of my nose and the tip. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. I also do my brow bone, and I just pack it on, like pack it on. I always use too much on my brow bone, and I find nothing wrong with it at all. It is, I put way too much. It's exactly how I want it. And then I also do my Cupid's bow, just here. I do a little bit on my chin. I basically do it everywhere. Oh, it's just so pretty. And then, sorry, my bad. The last thing I do is blush, and I use the L'Oréal Life's a Peach, and yeah, it smells like peaches. And I use my blush brush, and with this one, you can tell it's a blush brush, but I literally I do it on my cheeks. I feel like blush just finalizes a look. Like, it just gives you a pop of color. Like, you can have a whole neutral face or a whole whatever face, and this will just bring it. I do a bit on my nose as well. I don't know if you just noticed that I did that. Thank you guys for watching. This is my, do you know what, it was supposed to be my everyday makeup look, but I just went, you know, I just did a little something extra for you guys. I don't wear lip gloss to work because it just becomes unbearable, but